Aloha mai kakoa me vilina mai I Ross and found. It's an early Saturday morning. I got some lab work and some laundry to do today, but first, let's go in there and see what we got. Okay, it's cracking today. First thing we find, starting off in 5.6 in men's, some P6000s. Foams are still there. We've got 1 and 2 pairs of the OG Air Max 1 Big Bubble. I found these up-tempos in my size first thing when I walked in, size 9. So good for me, yay. I'm probably gonna buy them. Looks like the Safari Pack Pegasus are coming in to Waikiki. Got like a UNC elephant print pair of Spizikes in size 7. And in men's size 8, there's a couple things that are still here from previous visits, like these TNs, these Air Humaras. Not much new going on in the 7.5 to 8 section. I don't remember seeing these Jordan 2s. Nice. Also got a brown pair of Pegasus up here. All right, in size 8.5 to 9 is where it comes back to jumping off. Those red Vomeros are still here. Now they're joined by an 8.5 pair of black and Volt Vomeros. I've got one of these weird pink Jordan silhouettes up there. See some Plum Forces. Those are women's though. Those are too small for me. Up here, got these Billie Eilish collab Air Forces. Not Air Force Ones, but close. And those pennies that I saw at Ala Moana, they're back here. And they're in my size, so now I have a decision to make. I get these or the up-tempos, I don't know. Down here in men's 9, there's another pair of the Billie Eilish guys. All right, coming around the other side of men's 9, we've got these Tatums. I thought they were Lucas. They're Tatums. They're Tatums. Got these black and gold Adidas Boost shoes over here. Okay, and up here in 9.5, we've been seeing these pennies at some point earlier in the year. They were going for $80, but they are now going for $59. So shouts out to everyone that waited. And in 9.5, we've got these Team Jordan looking things over here. Pair of these A6 Fuji Speeds. And looks like the 4WDs have hit Waikiki. And turning around to the size 10 wall, look at this. Got a pair of Air Max 180s. I remember when these dropped. Too bad they're not in my size. They are size 10 for only $60. Okay. Got a new colorway of the Pegasus over here. For more expensive than the 180s. Interesting. And at the end of size 10, we've got one more pair of those brown pennies for $60. And in size 10.5, we've got these Asics. They are a Needles collab. Interesting. Right, in men's 11, we've got a pair of Solomon trail shoes down there, as well as an 11 of those Olympic Safari Pegasus. And looks like some LeBrons up there in 11. And on the other side of 11, we've got 2 pairs of the Adidas Superstars. All right, and in the giant men's section, so we've got another pair of the green pennies in 13 and up. Got a pair of Nike Zooms. Got these Air Force One moccasin things. Interesting. We've got a pair of Zooms. No? A pair of downshifters over here. Right by a pair of Air Max 1s in size 16. Giant things. These guys over here with Nike Shield technology, whatever that is. Another pair of the Billie Eilish's up there. No, they're probably not. I'm being lazy. And a pair of Hirachis in size 12. And in the kids section, there's not much new, but a lot of stuff is still sitting here too. Got a pair of Blazers. Got 1, 2 pairs of DNs. And Another pair of Spizikes up here. Oh, and I almost forgot there's a pair of multicolor Hirachis up here. And these Air Trainer Bo Jackson adjacent looking things. Pretty cool. Okay, on the other side of the kids section, sizes 3 to 4. First thing I've found is these Air Max 1 hemp crepes. Nice. The gold and black MVPs have shown up at Waikiki. An even smaller pair of pennies. Another pair of the black and golds. And another pair of the trainers. And there's like a small pair of TNs here. I'm not sure if I showed this one already in a previous video, but maybe. Okay, we're back in the women's large section. The Speaker Kanita Gliz. It's like one of those Panda Deluxe dunks in size 12. One of these brown pennies has made it here. It's a very big shoe and it's definitely not women's size, so this is just hanging out or something. We've also got a new colorway of the Elevates with a little patch of suede on it. Okay, this is probably the loudest point in the store, so I'm gonna do my best. I will do my best. So we've got a pair of these Nike workout shoes, I think, something like that. Purple dunks that I showed in the Ala Moana video are here. They are in size 9.5. Got a pair of Nike downshifters, also we're in size 9.5 going into 10 right now. Got a pair of these Zoom X's, UNC Jordan 1 Elevates, and those XCs. Sorry, I thought those were a different one. Okay, I'm out here in women's 8.5, and they're just kind of throwing these Olympic Safari Pegasus everywhere, regardless of gender or size or whatever. All right, women's size 8. I'm getting sick of this Elevate business. I thought these were a pair of infrared 90s, but in 7.5. New colorway of the Air Max XCs. Okay, women's size 5.5. Down here, all the way down here, we've got some good stuff. Got a pair of Air Max 90 Drifts in a different colorway than I've seen. And these cool multicolored Air Max Plus. All right, it's Saturday in Waikiki, and it is it's late enough that this place is starting to get crowded, so I'm sort of jumping around in the sections here. I've got this Nike Versaire in women's 7.5. To cap things off, in women's 6.5, there's another pair of the Plum Dunks. And a new colorway of Air Max 1s that I haven't seen yet. Okay, no finds today. I ended up not getting those up-tempos because I don't know if I can find anything to make it work with as far as clothes. I think in these couple of videos, I'm trying to highlight how Ross Waikiki is the best Ross on Oahu. There's good stuff to flip there. Pennies, Air Maxes, Jordans. I was hoping that I could get enough footage for to make this just a one and done, but I might have to do one more visit to make it worth everyone's while. Anyway, this is Ross and Found signing off. Catch you guys on the next one. Ooh, aloha mai kako. It's been a few days and we're back in Waikiki. Let's check it out. Okay, I think my first pass through was kind of sloppy, so I'm gonna do this again. Candy corn dunks are finally here. Got men's 8, got 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, 4 pairs in men's 8, 1 pair in men's 7.5. And as we turn around to 8.5, we've got 1 more pair, but this is actually a men's 9.5. Down at the end of 7.5, a pair of Asics running shoes. And then in men's 9, there's a pair of these Force 58s. And a really nice pair of Polo Sports in men's 9.5. And we got some Adidas trail shoes in men's 10. But these are definitely not 10. Maybe they're a women's 10. As well as a pair of Docs in 10.5. Okay, and in men's size 11, got another pair of the Force 58s. As well as these pearlescent LeBrons for 70. Pretty nice looking. All right, men's big sizes. So, huge size 14 jaw ones. Another pair of Force 58s over here. Got a pair of KDs in size 12. These Nike running shoes in 12 and a half. You can see a pair of Zions peeking out over here. And kids section is well stocked, but nothing really new. Pair of Blazers. And a pair of these interesting Air Max 1s with the string swoosh. And then on the other side, in kids 3 to 4, there's a pair of Air Max Pre-Days and a pair of Blazer Lows. Oh, this is interesting. Ross kind of expanded their bigger ladies section all the way down this wall. There's so much more space, so many more shelves, but there's nothing really here. Did find these New Balance runners in 10 and a half. New color of these Fenty Pumas. Saw a pair at Kahala, but now there's one here. Oh, this is something interesting. In women's 9, pair of Nerf KDs in men's 9. It's my size. I don't hoop. I don't particularly like the way these look, but I'm gonna check the comps on these. Never mind, those KDs weren't worth too much, but they look cool, sort of. Pair of Nike racks here. All right, and a pair of Air Forces in women's 8 and a half. And in women's 6, pair of green Air Max 1s. Okay, pretty quiet, almost slow day at Ross, but still some stuff. It was cool to see the candy corns back. Pretty short and sweet on this run. Anyway, mahalo guys. I'll see you next time.